they're doing the best they can do, learning a new system and then coming to a new program. But they're doing a good job. And, Malcolm Ray, he's steady getting better. I tell him every day, get 1%, keep grinding, get better at the little things. That's what I tell all the guys, get better at the little things. 1%, if we can keep doing that, those days will add up. They will add up.
Next would be Ira from Warchant.
Hey, Coach. I was just curious. I haven't seen you since the spring. I was wondering how your knees are doing and how you're getting around now physically.
I tell you, Ira, this is the best I've felt in 12 years going on and off that football field. It's a blessing, and the knee's doing quite well. And man, it feels great. I tell you that.
Next would be Perry from Tomahawk Nation.
Hi, Coach. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad. Thank you for asking. My question is for you and for some of the older guys on that line, how excited are you about Coach Fuller's defense, which lets your linemen kind of attack more rather than just sitting, taking up blocks and reading?
Guys, I'm very excited, and the guys are very excited because, put you in a different situation where you can go out and play football where you're not being a round peg in the hole. Use your ability as a football player, as a defensive lineman. We're attacking and moving and striking blockers, and the kids love that.
Next would be Kurt Weiler from Democrat.
Hey, Coach. We Marv and maybe some of the other established guys, maybe especially in the scrimmage, not playing a ton, kind of limiting their reps, knowing what you have in them. How important is that for the younger guys, not just for this year, but kind of for the future years, knowing they're going to be the guys here soon?
That's very important. Coach Norvell wanted us to develop some depth, and the guys like Malcolm Ray and Fabian, for example, Fabian played a lot of plays in the scrimmage, and I told him about the scrimmage. I said, Fabian, one thing about it, things didn't look great at times, but you are one of us. You would not quit, and I love that about it. And Malcolm Ray did some good stuff too, and the limited rep by Marvin really helped. It's going to help the young guys develop and be football players because, it's going to be a long season. You want to build depth.
Next would be Pat Burnham from LPO.
Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, Pat. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. Thanks. Just wanted to ask you, can you talk about how Jalen Jackson has developed? Obviously, a guy you guys are looking at for depth. Then also just wanted to ask you, Dennis Briggs, a guy that flashed last year during the season and some during spring. Just what were your thoughts on? I mean, obviously, he had to do what he thought was best for his health. But as far as you being his coach and the way he was coming along, can you talk about what he would have meant to the defense had he stayed with you guys?
Well, Jalen Jackson has made improvements since the spring. Like a different young man out there. And the thing about it, I always tell him, I say, Jared, you big and you long. You're a big human being. The key for you is playing low. And the young man, he's taking the coaching and he's working hard and pushing him to be the best player he can be. And he understands the game. And that's the great thing about it. He understands the position, not just the defensive type. He understands what the end's doing, and also he's learning more about the linebackers. And Jared is a student of the game.
Next will be Adlon Alexander from Warchant.
Hope you're well this morning, Coach. Big Coop, I don't know if we can call him Big Coop any longer after he shed, 40, 50 pounds. Just what's it been like to see him transform his body, and what does that mean for what he can do for you guys on the interior now?
I'll tell you what, it's been great. You can tell losing the weight has helped Robert out a lot. And I really I'm enjoying to see Coop grow as a football player because, when he first got here, he was really heavy and, felt a little insecure. He couldn't play as many plays he wanted, but now he can get out there and play football. And the thing about him is fundamentals. He's developing better fundamentals. And Robert, I tell him every day, I say, you can be unblockable if you get great fundamentals. And that's our job, me and Coach JP job, to make sure he's fundamentally sound.
Next will be Ira from Warchant.
Hey, Coach, I think Coach Fuller mentioned after the scrimmage that some of the defensive linemen, were getting a little bit winded, exerting themselves so much trying to get upfield and try to make plays that you know, that's going to be a process, especially because you guys probably missed some of the conditioning during the offseason. Is the fact that you have the depth you have helpful in terms of letting guys know that they can go 100% and we'll get somebody else in there?
You know, that's the great thing about the way I practice. The way we practice with Coach Norvell, we practice 100 miles per hour. You're running from drill to drill, and that's great for a big man because it keeps you alert, and you know, works you mentally. And with the guys that we have here at defensive line, we just got to keep pushing them and understand every little thing you do is going to affect the defensive line play. You got to play with great technique, play with great fundamentals, and having the depth is going to be good.
Next would be Kirk from the Democrat.
Kind of, I guess, along those lines, load management, I know, is something y'all always kind of keep an eye on during the preseason, heading into the season. How is it different this year, both with having a little bit longer of a preseason and the spring that you kind of didn't get?
I didn't get the first part of your question. Can you ask?
Talk about load management and how it's different this year, kind of with the different circumstances.
Load management.
Okay, load management. And I said, you want guys like Marvin that played a lot of plays, and guys like Darren, you want to get them ready. You don't want to get them in there and say, hey, we're going to give you this and give you that. You want them to play football, get them ready to play football. But then again, when you have a certain amount of guys, you want to distribute the reps out. Also, you want to get reps in there so the guys, you want to see them go in there and play, not quit, and play with proper technique. And you want to minimize the reps that you give some of the guys. You put them in certain situations, seeing if they were strained. And that's what we're doing too.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Hey, thank you guys. Be blessed.
I think our first player is going to be Quayshawn Fuller.